research for it to have knowledge-based economy. The minister said this at the reviewing of 2 bills with the Senate Portfolio Committee at Happy Valley Hotel.
The Minister for ICT addressing Senate Portfolio Committee on the Ministry of ICT today at the Happy Valley Hotel stated that the country needs to conduct surveys or research so that it can be informed on how to develop its economy. The minister also stated that it is also important for the country to keep its records so that it can always keep accurate information that anyone that might need will be able to use or utilize.
Mainly in response to evolving issues surrounding ICT, electronic and digital records management, such as EDRMS. The bill also regulates and controls information management systems and will assist in the formulation of related legislations. For starters, records can be used as evidence of government transactions. Because this fosters transparency and accountability. Keeping records provides future generations with reference to documentary heritage, which knowledge often brings about patriotism and nationalism. Umlandvo wethu uthi sagudla libombo ngehlehlethela kusuka lembo size siyofika la kangwane ngabe astadi ukuthi singemajuda lamnyama ngabe astadi ukuthi umlandvo wethu lembo usuka emuva kangakanani. The second and last bill was extensively introduced in the Honorable House as we review and remodel our national systems of innovation to ensure that they are responsive to emerging ICT opportunities. This bill will establish a conducive environment for research and development. Ngiyaphinza, live lelingatendele licwaningo lalo kude lelingakuletha emhlabeni noma lelingakwengeta. With research, bahlonishwa, we can recalculate our import-export ratio and ban the import of certain products to spur local production and perhaps award monopolies. In Nigeria, bagwenda Aliko Dangote bamthengisisa e-rice bayivala kwekuthi live lakhona liyemukele ekubendibendelo loqwaningo namuhla sowaba ibillionaire yala Africa. We can do the same locally. Through medical research, we can investigate the top 10 killer diseases in Eswatini and seek preventative measures or a cure. HIV and cancer seems to be leading. We need to know if it's in the food or in the environment. We need to study employment and income generation to bring the youthful masses on board with us.
Bengameli wendlu timbonga uthe kuyaletha lithemba bona kuhlangana lokukhulumisa lemithetho letawuluzuza live. Senate President Lindiwe Dlamini stated that the running of these bills will ensure that they finish their job quickly as Senate. The chairman of the Portfolio Committee stated that it is important to carry out such exercise as a House of Senate so that this legislation can be presented to Parliament. The Principal Secretary in the Ministry of ICT stated that it is commendable to have a minister who is always hands-on and always spearheading the project of ICT. Linda Shaw, Yemaswati News. With Kimberly Mavuso, Happy Valley, Mawan. Happy Valley, Ezulwini.
The Ministry of Health encourages parents to screen their children for autism at a young age. This was said at the official launch of Autism Center in Manzini, which was sponsored by the government of China and Taiwan.
Autism Center, that is a center for children with autism, was officially launched today. The place was a success through the assistance of China and Taiwan. The Minister of Housing, Prince Simelane, thanked the government of China and Taiwan.
Kunibonga, kunthumisa ngelutsilwe ekuphelela kube tobusiswa kutovulwa lesi sakhiwo lesihle lesinje kwangathi ngabuphumalanga Ngivale kalozitha into ovuka ngibuke sona ngiqoshe kuhla kwelanga ke ngibuyela ekhaya. Mase sonjalo nebe kunene sithumisa tona tihlobo tengwenyama tase Taiwan ne donation lengaka siyathi ukuthi tinfo tekwakha nebekunene setidule kanganani sithi siyabathumisa bekunene be-Taiwan.
The ambassador of China on Taiwan, Jeremy Liang, stated that such gatherings show the good relationship between the Kingdom of Eswatini and China on Taiwan.
Today, the opening of Manzini Autism Rehabilitation and the Respite Center marks one of the cornerstones to the collaborations and friendships between our two countries.
I'm privileged today to say remarks on this exciting occasion, wherein we are officially launching and finally launching the Manzini Autism Center. I vividly recall that this journey began in 2018 after noticing the presence of this rare spectrum in our city.
It frustrates me and leads to my intense emotional breakdowns. This disrupts my mother's hectic schedule as she now has to rush to pick me up, being they are unable to calm me down. Whenever I have an emotional breakdown in public, I get labeled a spoiled brat and receive multiple threats of physical harm.
Manzini Municipality CEO Magelungile Dlamini pledged their commitment to make sure the facility runs smoothly. The occasion ended with the planting of trees. Reporting for Yemaswati channel, I am Nhlanhla Twala with Justice Dlamini in Manzini.
Deputy Prime Minister Senator Themba Nhlanganiso Masuku says teaching children agriculture will help them make a living out of farming and cut the dependency syndrome, which will make them responsible members of the community. Masuku said this when the DPM's office was signing a memorandum of understanding with ESWATINI Foundation and World Vision to assist child-headed households.
The Deputy Prime Minister signed a memorandum of understanding with ESWATINI Foundation and World Vision to assist child-held households in the country. The signing ceremony took place at the DPMO's office in Babane. ESWATINI chairperson Sandile Simelane said the 1 million Emalangeni donation will go a long way in assisting the child-headed homesteads for about 550 homestead stands to benefit.
What was sent today, it's a vision turning into action. It was the DPM's vision, thinking about child-headed homesteads and working with ESWATINI and World Vision. It just planted that seed. It took us maybe a year to realize what exactly was the DPM talking about. If you don't realize, this project is going bigger and bigger and bigger and impacting the right people. When His Majesty launched ESWATINI Foundation, he said, go out there and...
This morning, speaking at the ceremony, the Deputy Prime Minister, Senator Themba Nhlanganiso Masuku, said the agricultural project seeks to assist children with skills to earn honorable and sustainable living and stop relying on government for funding and assistance.
Just to see how it went. And I'm told through the reports that our children got bumper crops. Yes. And it's very exciting. Those who got goats have, what do you call them, gold plates, the little ones. So it's very exciting. The second thing that I would like to talk about is the ESWATINI Foundation. You know, this foundation was founded by His Majesty the King Yemaswati III.
World Vision ESWATINI National Director stated, as an organization that caters for children's rights, they hope and pray the project will not only focus on curbing hunger, but will impact the children mentally and their view of the world positively.
Because I know the issues of OVC in this country have been supported through so many other interventions, including, the health support, the education support, and the livelihood project that is coming in to accelerate the other efforts that the government has put in place. Also identify some other issues that normally are underlying, and because we are on the ground, we face these issues and we identify them. So key to what we have observed is that along the way as we implement.
The project is expected to go on for 2 consecutive years. For Channel Yemaswati News, I am Nomvuseyo Melane with Demalangeni Dlamini Mbabane.
Old Mutual today launched their new product called Educate a Child in partnership with Likwani Beneficiary Services, where they also donated 5,000 malangeni to the Ila Penboy Foundation as their way of giving back to the nation.
Education is the most empowering force in the world. It creates knowledge, builds confidence, and breaks down barriers to opportunity. The death of a breadwinner, therefore, can be financially challenging for any family that has children who were relying on that person to pay for their education. It is for this reason Old Mutual ESWATINI today officially launched the Educated Child Benefit Cover for parents to save up money for their children's education to be used when the parent is no more. CEO Muzi Bell stated, the intention of the benefit is for the school-going pupils to continue with learning even after the passing of any income earner within a family.
So, sing Old Mutual lesibonile ngokuthi imfundo ibaluleke kakhulu and isikhiya cishe umhlaba wonke lamhla. Yet bantwana labaningi abakhona uku-accessa i-quality education, especially uma sekuhambe lona bekathi ayi-parent noma ayi-guardian. So Old Mutual ke sibonele gap leyo ke sathi kwendekele uma i-parent seyihambile imvamsi uthole ukuthi leto imali dayo sediyasebenza kodwa linyetete siyasebenza kufulfilla lama obligations ekufundisa abantwana. So sichamukeke nale product lele sisibita si-Educate a Child, whereby uyasebenza lamhla but uyakhetha ukuthi ungathatha le cover leyo ukuthi uma sowuhambile leyo mali leyo itawube sekusebenza only kufundisa bantwana baze bayithole mhlawumbe nasibana 18 years.
The launch took place at Old Mutual offices in Mbabane, whereby a 5,000 malangeni donation was handed over to Donate a Bread campaign sought to buy school shoes for needy children at schools. Bale stated, this goes to show the passion they have for children and education as a whole. Sfison Langamandla, popularly known as Ila Penboy, founder of Donate a Bread campaign, expressed his great gratitude for the donation, stating it will be used to help purchase school shoes for the children since it is the cold season.
Amhla sisatibongela Old Mutual so hambe embili wahambela embili inqumbe ema-company ukuthi lo msebenzi lona usiyo wethu sodwana kepha we-community ngoba umntwana ukhuliswa i-community bantu abadala banakwa i-community nesive nje kunakana sikanye kanye ukuthi sibambisane. So kulaba sifakela kona it will go a long way kusita abantwana, especially nyalo we are trying to raise 10,000 school shoes which we are hosting a Donate Bread Festival as invite Yemaswati Corner and other companies because still cover most schools below 4 regions Swatini le mali lena ngitawukhona nayo ungede ecatshulweni kube nabantwana abaqathulo kwathi sesisiwa kuwinter nje sibona ukuthi sinabantwana labede ecathulo bahambe esikolweni ngetinyawo lokho sicela ukuthi next year sibambisene simaswati singakuboni.
For Channel Yemaswati News, I am Nomvuseyo Melane with Demalangeni Dlamini Mbabane.
was burnt to ashes this morning. Mkhulu stays alone at the house. Therefore, Mkhulu Vilagati is asking for assistance from the public, following that most of the house items were burnt to ashes.
Lana sivelelwe inhlekelele. Mkhulu la lengihlala naye njengoba nimbona mkhulu loqonda Vilagati. Ushelwe nginayindlu lahlala kuyo. Kungaba kucela nje esiveni lelo sito lolingaba khona. Kungaba impahla, kungaba sito lekudla, kungaba kuzama ukuthi sibiyisele le ndlu ibe sesimeni njengoba mkhulu nimbona nje uhlala yedwana. Naye umuntu ongasilo ophile kahle njengoba nimbona nje alaceleni kwami. Uphelele la. Kushe konke ke lebekanako usele nganako lakugcokile nje. Kushe kudla, kushe timpahla, ngakhathi kushe imibhedze nayo lebe kasitwe sive ngato tonke letinto letishile. Nekudla bebe kukhona la ngekhathi kushile kwangconqa. Usele akanakudla, akanakugcoka, akanaliphahla. Kungaba kucela nje siveni. Labo labangaba nelisito bangashayela inombolo lethi 7621 6133. Siyabonga Nkosi.
Those that can be able to assist can call 7621-6133, 7621-6133. Reporting for Yemaswati channel, I am Nonhlanhla Twala with Justice Dlamini.
Gakhoza, a woman who is allegedly abused by the father of her children, says her case will never be considered and justice will not be served, as she claims that Gakhoza community police are not taking action.
Following an issue of two lovebirds from Gakhoza that have been fighting, they usually report to Gakhoza Community Police, Mr. Philip Sitole. The issue seems to be having no solution, hence the woman says she needs the man to support the children, which is the main reason that make her end up with him again. The woman says she has reported the issue to Mr. Sitole several times, but she has not received any help. Sitole mentioned that dealing with such issues of lovebirds, it is not easy.
Uma bathi sithe sesingwaneramu ungayithini into yabantu ababili abathandzana ngoba phela lapho uthi awutshela lokho uma afika ngale sebayabonana khona bakwendayo phela vele uyabona umuntu wesifazane lofuna ukukhumbule kahle ushaya ngenduku induku ngisho le kuphela wonke amaphupho usho yiphi imvumo hayi kuphela wonke amaphupho bakholelana wena sosilima ngala ngabe abantu sebashayene ngenduku yabo ngenduku yalomduna sese muhle lo msikathi nalomduna semuhle wena sosilima uwayipota yena emaphoyiseni phela mina ngiyipoti ngingamthumela ka domestic violence wahamba khona wasuka babakhulumile wasuka amehlula lo muntu omduna sifika lo msikathi
wasukela lapha kwento ngalenkinga solokuzana bantwana bale kuye bondliwa nguye nyale nje sicela khona kudla
lo shothi wena sowuliyekele lo bekakhala ngayo lelishangane sowubuyele kuye
angamyekela ukuthi bantwana bafuna sibambisana awumalo wadingeka phinda inkinga khona ngesaba nalokukhuluma ngoba umnotho unembalo waqala ngamthini lo mbaba bafona ikudlala bafona kwendala lapho kuthiwa njena uboshiyo banginikela baku into nzinzana engibheke phi awathi udla ngaye ukuthi vele bantwana bangaphila-phili kahle
Reporting for Yemaswati channel, I am Nonhlanhla Twala with Justice Dlamini in Manzini.
Former Eswatini international player Sibusiso Spogo Dlamini has announced that former soccer legends will visit the kingdom to showcase their skills as a way of encouraging young players.
Former soccer legends will be visiting the kingdom of Eswatini with the intention to showcase their playing skills. These soccer players will be coming from other countries. Sibusiso Spogo Dlamini, who is a former soccer player in the kingdom, explained. Bless Ngomo also had something to say.
Association and I'm a general secretary of USCA that is promoting this African Carnival. We are here also to sensibilize the people of Tangano about the festival, the Carnival, so that will bring people together, African. We
Domingos Tomo also voiced out his excitement on the coming of the legends. This report was compiled by Justice Dlamini in Manzini.
Mangololo Eswatini organization appreciates Yemaswati who still honor the system of governance. This was said by founder Gcina Dlamini in an interview with the station's reporters at Sekwe.
Mangololo Eswatini organization commended Sikwe residents for keeping up with the practice of good morals and showing respect and appreciation for the Tinkhundla system of governance. This was relayed by the founder of the organization yesterday, Gcina Dlamini, who expressed his great excitement for the huge attendance in the event aimed at offering better opportunities to the young people of Sikwe, Inkhundla.
Sibonga seve lesiphume ngetinkani umsebenzi ube muhle bongazi ukuthi kudibene live lonke nendaba ekunyakatela ngayo. Sibongela kakhulu umhlonishwa walenzayo babe Cruiser Camphalala indvuna yetinkhundla. Sibonga lokuthi athandze bantfu, athembeke kubantu labamkhetha ngoba le ndlela ba attende ngayo nenjabulo bekhona kuyakhombisa ukuthi akakabalahli labantu. Uthe sasembabane noma sasehhovisini lelikhulu wachubeka waba nebantu. Siphinde hlubu lomuhle sibonge singayekeli umbane Nkosi lobe khona to grace the event. Sive sijabulile makune mbane Nkosi. Siphinde sibonge ikhulumo leti bekhona. Mhlawumbe umuntu ngenxa yesikhathi ngiyathi bale tonke kepha I will specifically appreciate inkulumo yakhe babe WW NATCO wemaphoyisa umphathi wemaphoyisa waNkosi. Sibonga lokuthi asinike ithuba lokugcina siyasathi isimo lesibhekene nemaphoyisa lesibuhlungu but le nkulumo yakhe ukusicinisa sive ukuthi imaphoyisa afungela bona lokho.
Dlamini pleaded with the minister to never forget his roots and the people who led him to parliament, and he was further recognized by His Majesty the King to head up the Ministry of Tinkhundla and Administration. For Channel Yemaswati News, I am Nomvuselelo Milane in a report compiled by Kimbali Mavuso at Sikwe.